I had a health scare. Around this time, right after lunch, right, I was in a public coffee shop and I went into a seizure in public. And my wife was with me. She panicked, and then the seizure lasted for about, I think, 40 seconds, but it felt very long. Then she sent me to the hospital, the A&E. I was warded for 3 days in Alexandra Hospital, and they ran multiple tests on me, CT scan, MRI, and all kinds of blood tests and all kinds of tests. And the results all came back. There was nothing. The doctor couldn't diagnose what was wrong with me. Okay, fine. So I got discharged and I went back. And then subsequently, for the next 1 year, wow, I started to have anxiety attacks. Because why? Because I didn't know the cause of my seizure, my mind was always wondering, when is it going to happen the next time? What I'm going to do when it happens the next time. So this thought kept playing on my mind. And the thing is, I started to experience physiological symptoms. My hands and legs would become clammy. I become difficult. The breathing becomes difficult. My blood pressure will shoot up. There were certain nights I told my wife, no, you have to rush me to the A&E. I felt like I was dying. Yeah. And then I thought that I was either going to have a stroke or I'm going to have a heart attack. Yeah. But so I went back to my doctor. I told her about my symptoms. I said, I'm experiencing these things. And then she put me through even more tests, test after test, no? And during the follow-up, she came back, she said, Norman, there's nothing wrong with you, you don't mind me saying, but I think this is a case of post-traumatic anxiety disorder. So he said, there's nothing wrong with your body, but the problem is with your mind. That's when I really went deep into the practice, my own spiritual practice and also the MBSAT practice. And one of the practice, right, is called the Irimi practice. Irimi, this term was coined by our MBSAT teacher, came from Aikido, which means moving towards adversity or moving towards a challenge rather than away from it. So when I start having my panic attacks, my anxiety attacks, right, it felt very uncomfortable, right? I also, in my mind, I was telling myself, I wanted to stop. I don't want to face this. I don't want to feel these sensations or these emotions. The more I resist, wow, it comes back to me with a vengeance, right? Just gets exacerbated and I get overwhelmed. So after I learned this practice, what I did was I started to kind of distance myself a little bit and try to see where I can stay with it without trying to push it away, without trying to resist. That means I was moving towards these sensations and these feelings of discomfort, right? And I reached the point whereby I told myself, no, whatever, just let it be. You want to come, you come. You want to stay how long, you stay, And that was the moment of acceptance. The moment there is acceptance, wow, amazing. The sensations start to come back less frequently. The intensity was also less, right? So I found that this practice really, really worked wonders for me. And this is one of the practices in MBSAT called the Irimi practice.